welcome. Welcome, collective, to Timeless Energy. I'm Barbara. This is a general timeless reading. This is entertainment purpose only. If it does not resonate, please do not try to make it fit. Watch out for scammers in the comment section below. This is a disclaimer. It's not me. There will be no reaching out by me. Personally trying to contact anybody. And thank you very much for liking and subscribing. It's help me grow my channel. Thank you very much for your donations, and your comments are also very much welcome. This is Timeless Energy. We're just okay. Today I've got a new oracle card. This is crystals. Oh, I got one hand here. Sorry, I'm kind of focusing in the wrong direction. Let's see this. Move this up here a little bit. Can you see that? Okay. The stone deck. Most of the box is a little large, but the cards don't have anything on there. We're using the stone deck in as our oracle today. We're going to pull one from the stone deck. Then we'll be pulling 3 cards for our timeless energy. Oh, just a moment. Oh, my goodness. Apologies for the interruption. Okay, so let's get started. I pretty much smudged everything. These cards are a little large. They were a gift. And we're going to try these today and see how they go. Okay. 1 card, Spirit. One card. Oops, too many. We need 1 card for an oracle today, Spirit. 1 card for our oracle, Spirit. 1 card for our oracle, Spirit. 1 card for our oracle, Spirit. Okay. I'm going to set these out of the way because we're running out of space. Plus the card is a little larger than I'm used to dealing with. Okay, this is the honey calcite. Okay, a honey-hued mineral on a mission to turn the bewildered and bumbling into super-driven worker bees. Okay, who needs this? Anyone with a job to do. The brilliant but lazy. Any Taurus? Okay, so I guess if you're a Taurus out there, you should be looking for a honey calcite. Where would you put this? Instead of banging your forehead repeatedly on your desk, try a gentle kiss of honey calcite there instead. So on your desk. And when to use it? When the barriers to abundance feel too big to power through. When it's time to stop waiting your turn and stop waiting until tomorrow. Picture yourself triumphant on the other side of whatever stands in your way and call on honey calcite to kick in the door. Break through your limits. Okay. The honey calcite. a way to set our little card up here. That actually had a pretty nice positive message. Since I hadn't used those yet, I was really surprised that it did mention specifically the Taurus. I think I know 3 of those. However, we're going to be pulling 3 cards. We're going to be pulling 3 cards for the timeless energy. Let's see. Spirit guide me, spirit guide me. 3 cards for our timeless energy. Spirit, ooh, ooh. Okay. Our first card is the Queen of Swords in the reverse. Okay, for a second card, Spirit Guide Me. For a Spirit Guide Me. Our second card, Spirit Guide Me. Our second card, Spirit Guide Me. Oh. Okay, can you see that all right? Queen of Wands in the upright. One more card, Spirit. One more card, Spirit. Spirit Guide Me. For timeless energy, one more card, Spirit Guide Me. For timeless energy. Oh. And I have the Empress. There we go. And that's in the upright. Okay. Let's set these over here a little bit so that we can... Okay. Now, let's see what we're looking at. The Queen of Swords. Okay, it is in reversed. Now, the energy of a Queen of Swords is the third eye, which is our intuition. Just a moment, we need to... Somebody out the door. Our little furry friends are not great fans of the smudge. I do apologize. Okay. Now, the Queen of Swords in reverse. This is a third eye chakra energy, which I always, right off the top, even with a bad memory, that is your intuitive ability. Your imagination could be very active, but you are trusting in your intuition. That is the best way to look at the chakra on this. However, this Queen of Swords is in reverse. So everything about this card might be in reverse, which means you trust your intuition backwards. The Queen of Swords in reverse is gossip. Alright, it tends to be somebody who might put somebody else down. Somebody that you really can't trust. Or I try to focus on the energy. I try to focus on the energy, but we can't take out the fact that some of these energies might apply to people that are around you. So I need to give you that information. Malice, lies, a bias. Maybe somebody's being biased and is unfair about it. That's happened to a lot of people. We kind of know who to expect that from and who not to expect that from. Okay. Now, Queen of Swords. This could be sadness or embarrassment. It could be somebody in mourning. It could be somebody or an energy of separation. It could be widowhood. So, depending on, I mean, if it doesn't resonate, don't make it fit. I'm just kind of looking at all of the options. Now, a Queen of Swords in reverse could be somebody who's narrow-minded. It could be a bigot. It could be somebody who's deceitful, vengeful, or malicious. Well, that's not very positive, is it? In reverse. Embarrassment, sadness, separation, narrow-mindedness, a treacherous enemy, trying to focus on the energy where I've got malicious lies, bias, loss, one who puts down people. Now, the Queen of Swords is an Aquarius energy, which is air. And the Queen of Swords is a Uranus energy. Uranus is a psychic energy. It's also change. You can be eccentric, or you could be dealing with an eccentric energy. New discoveries, invent a rebel who likes their freedom. That's the Uranus energy. Now, the Aquarius energy can be a caring person, but an Aquarius energy does not invite closeness. Okay. You treating strangers with caution. You might be an eccentric person with radical views. You're stubborn. You stick to your principles. You're air, masculine, fixed energy. Air, masculine, fixed. We're looking at energies. We're looking at energies. Air, masculine, fixed. A rebel. Unconventional. In reverse. You might be dealing with the energy of gossip or someone who puts people down. Now, an air sign person could be dealing with someone who gossips or puts people down. That's a good way to look at it. You don't know. The Uranus energy is somebody who's a rebel. An air sign who could be rebellious. An air sign who might want their freedom. Many ways to look at that. That's an interesting combination. I'm not really comfortable with the reversed on the Queen of Swords. Nobody needs to be around the energy of malice or bigotry or deceit. It's not a comfortable energy. Hopefully this is not your energy, but someone you're dealing with, because you can always remove yourself from that. On this second card, we have the Queen of Wands. Let's see what the Queen of Wands is the Queen of Wands is an understanding person, loving person, practical person. Okay, can you see that? Okay. Someone who's capable of meaningful expressions of love. The Queen of Wands can be friendly and loving and honorable. Now, I don't like the male and female division of the definitions. Well, if it applies, the male or female energy can apply to either or. So, if the definition says female, it wouldn't matter in my case, because some readers do and some readers don't. The Queen of Wands could be somebody who has a love of money. Well, you know, don't we all kind of make that pretty important, though, if you think about it, because, you know, the economy. So I wouldn't worry too much. That was like a single mention. Somebody who has good business sense. Well, yeah, you love money. You're good with money. You're good with making business decisions. You have confidence and foresight. You're well liked. You're loyal. You're generous. The energy of somebody who enjoys enterprise and enjoys the limelight. Somebody who values their family life. Well, that's kind of a corn there. I mean, you love the limelight, but you value your family life. So, I'm guessing that you're like an extrovert, but you maybe probably keep things separate, because if you're enjoying your family life, you probably don't want to mix it with like dragging a bunch of people home. Yeah. Well, we're getting off of the energy, aren't we? The Queen of Wands is a Leo fire energy and is an extrovert by nature. Regal, noble, arrogant. Yeah, well, you know, the Leo tends, the energy of a Leo, I'm going to say the energy of a Leo tends to be a little flamboyant, tends to be a little arrogant, can have a lot of self-confidence. But the Queen of Wands is a moon energy. And in the case of the moon, it's shouting out inner self. It could have mood swings or involuntary emotional reactions. Maybe a lethargic energy in a moon. Let's see, we're going from stubborn, arrogant, caring, proud, eccentric, mood swings, change, tends to preserve things that are familiar. So these are kind of very opposite. But you have an air sign here energy, air energy, above a fire energy here. The Queen of Wands tends to prefer the preservation of things that are familiar. And the Queen of Swords tends to be a rebel, change, well, extrovert, okay, so outgoing, but a rebel, change, preserving, familiar. So my space here is very small. So, both of these are the third eye chakra energy, which is your intuitive. And in some case, the third eye chakra, it could be you feel like you've got a lot to express. Now, with this one here being Aquarius energy, you're not inviting closeness. And with the moon energy and the Queen of Wands, inner self seems to be the energy of the moment. I mean, you might be eccentric, you might be a rebel, you might really prefer your freedom or yearn for change, but treating with caution, treating strangers with caution, not inviting closeness, preserving what's familiar, even though the energy of Uranus is shouting out, I want to change, you're preserving to the best of your ability. Preserving to the best of your ability the familiar. Because even if you're tired or you have mood swings, the familiar, preserving the familiar, it invites a support system, I think. What you're familiar with, your comfort level, it invites some kind of inner energy for support. Change can be scary. Was the fire energy of a Leo being arrogant, self-confident? And the Uranus energy here in this, remember, the Uranus energy in here shouts change, rebel, freedom, but it's in reverse. So maybe the opposite of change, the opposite of rebel, opposite of freedom, supporting the familiar. You're tired. You're tired. You want to stick to the familiar. You might be an extrovert, or your energy might be extrovert, fire sign. But with this card being in reverse, I think that the change, the rebel, the freedom energies, the unconventional, that's kind of in reverse for a reason. Good business sense. Loyal, generous. Valuing home and family. Now in reverse, gossip, some energy of putting people down, people that can't be trusted. Shouting out for freedom, wanting change. But that's in reverse. That energy's in reverse. So you're not going to run for that freedom, and you're not going to run for that change. And you might be putting people down, or somebody might be putting you down. But you value the family, you value the support system that you've got. Oh, there's a message. That actually makes a lot of sense. You value the support system that you got. So let's look at the third card. Okay, let's move on, because I really didn't like the upside down. It was the reverse of the Queen of Swords, you know, and it's kind of like making the message like, well, yeah, it's basically telling me that you've got some kind of energy that isn't very positive, that, you know, you're having a hard time dealing with. Somebody that can't be trusted, or gossip, or maybe bias. And the positive energy of wanting your support system, valuing your family, security, your foundation. And here we have the Empress. Well, let's see. This is a mother-sister energy, maybe a wife. Somebody, or an energy, ability to motivate others. Practical. Well, what mother isn't practical? Once you become a mother, I guess there's really very little you can do. I mean, you have to be practical, right? It's kind of like a required thing. Intuitive. Clandestine. You got fruitfulness. You got clandestine. Difficulty, action, the unknown. Clandestine is what's sticking out. Well, that's kind of secretive, right? Well, as clandestine could go in, you know, the meaning could go in many ways. I know that the card is upright because you have fertility here. This is a mother energy, nurturing, creative energy, harmony energy, fertility. Yeah. This is a Venus and the shackle and Taurus. If, you know, you could kind of like, it doesn't mean I'm talking about a Taurus, because Taurus is like the energy between April 20th and May 20th, which actually is coming up here in the future. Very close, actually. Now, the sacral chakra you can be passionate about your interests or your goals. You are able to connect intimately with others. So we got two chakras that actually are the third eye, intuitive, but now we've got the sacral chakra energy. We also have the Venus energy. So love and beauty, a power to attract. This could be a person that's very attractive that everybody's drawn to. This could be a person that's very passionate that everybody's drawn to. This is a person, if you're dealing with the energy of personal magnetism or magnetism, this is the energy. So this is Venus all over the place. Now, Taurus energy, I was not talking about the person. I know, we just did say that it does not have to be a person. Because Taurus is coming up between April 20th and May 20th. But if you know a Taurus, okay, that's all fine. It's action, clandestine energy, motherhood, sister-wife energy. Well, intuitive is in there. That's all really good energy, but we're talking fruitfulness. We're talking accomplishment. But with the Taurus energy, down to earth and conservative, but stubborn. Not willing to take risks. Okay, well that says something. If this one here, the Queen of Swords in the reverse, brings up change, freedom, and in reverse it would mean maybe not so quick to go running off and making those changes. Because of your family foundation and your stability, the Queen of Wands flat out said you prefer or cherish your family foundation, and that is stability. And this energy with this Taurus is not taking risks. We're not talking about a Taurus person necessarily. This is the energy of a Taurus. Stubborn but not taking risks. Now, with a Taurus, material possessions are very important. Your family foundation and stability are very important. The energy of a Taurus, stability is very important. You're reluctant to deviate from a course of action. That's the Taurus energy. Your level of magnetism is very high here with the Venus, and you can attract to you. I suppose that could be on a social level, but let's not put ourselves in a box here. Magnetism and attraction can be in a number of ways. You have business savvy. You can attract a firm financial foundation. You are willing to use the gifts that you have been given, the energy that you are able to create. Yes, create. Because this isn't always a person. We're talking about energy. And we create our own energy, right? Okay, so you can draw positive energy to you. You're actually stubborn about it. You're actually stubborn about it. I mean, it says clandestine. Well, I'm not quite sure if that applies to this particular set of cards, but that sticks out like a sore thumb right in front of me there. I have harmony. I have nurturing. I have stubborn. I have not taking risks. And I have the energy of something or someone who likes material possessions. Either likes material possessions, wants material possessions, or is surrounded by them. A lot. Well, we don't like to pass judgment on somebody who likes nice things, because it's really nice during the holidays if somebody who has good taste is buying your gift, right? So we're not going to criticize anybody about like somebody who likes nice things. With the Empress, but we are going back to the Queen of Swords. I just am not comfortable with this. See, reverse. Something or someone, the energy of putting people down, the energy of not being trusted or trustworthy, gossiping, bias, misery and unhappiness. Okay, so what I'm seeing here, maybe the energy of not being happy, probably surrounding, looking at what's around you. Okay, the energy of what's around you is maybe not making you happy. Craving a change, craving freedom. You want to stick to your principles. Maybe you're dealing with something you're not comfortable with. You really want to stick to your principles. And maybe somebody around you is doing something that you're not comfortable with. But family foundations, your support system. You want to be dignified. You want to have high standards. You might be a little bit on the arrogant side even. Family foundations and your support systems. And finally, your passion. Your power to attract love or beauty. Your passion. But you're determined. You are not taking risks. So whatever it is you're attracting, whatever it is you want, no matter what it is that's making you moody or unhappy, you're not taking any chances. You're not taking any risks. You are not deviating from your course of action. I think that's what we're looking at right here. I think that's what we're looking at here. The energy here is you're not deviating from the course of action. I mean, we went over a few emotions. An air sign, a fire sign, an earth sign. But I seriously think that there is some sadness or unhappiness, some energy around you. You're not willing. You wouldn't normally be willing. But you're focusing on not taking risks. You're focusing on your family foundation. You're not willing to disrupt the current course of action or the foundation. You're not taking risks. Okay, let's go back over what we had here at the beginning. The honey calcite. Okay. Who needs it? Anyone with a job to do. The brilliant but lazy. Get some honey calcite. Put it on your desk. And by all means, you are welcome to come back and visit Timeless Energy. Have a good day.